LeBron James is the most hated player in NBA history, and almost half of all basketball fans don't have him in their GOAT conversation. The world is basically divided into two groups: LeBron lovers and haters. Some might wonder how a guy who inspired billions across the globe and achieved so much can get that much hate. Some others might wonder, is he clutch? Is he a good scorer? A good leader? Is he really that great after all? But one thing is for sure, LeBron's been in the league longer than he has not. Let that one sink in for a sec. There are lots of stats and facts that support both ideas, so let's see this one through once and for all. Let's look at all the reasons why they say LeBron is not the GOAT and see if it's valid or not. You'll be amazed for sure. First off, LeBron has been swept out of the NBA Finals twice. That's right, twice! First in 2007 with a less than stellar Cavs team. Then in 2018 against the powerhouse Golden State Warriors. LeBron has made the finals a whopping 10 times, but those sweeps were tough to swallow. Facing off against stars like Kevin Durant and Steph Curry, the Warriors showed no mercy. Sure, LeBron's brilliance shone through, but compared to those dominant teams, it was an uphill battle. Wait a minute. Keep in mind that LeBron didn't lose because of his poor performance. He was playing pretty well. It was his teammates that weren't playing all that great and he just needed a little more help. Still, making it to the finals with these odds is a spectacular achievement in itself. So it might be time to reconsider this one. Speaking of finals, we gotta talk about his record in the finals. The fact that LeBron has lost more finals than he's won is not doing his cause any good either. The King has had some tough battles in the NBA Finals. Let's break it down. In 2007, he led a Cavs team against the Spurs practically all by himself. Then came the LeChoke series where he had a rough patch. But hey, everyone has those moments. Facing the Spurs again in 2013, LeBron tried hard, but his team fell short. And then there were the Golden State Warriors, a powerhouse team. Despite LeBron's amazing efforts, it wasn't enough against them. But before we knock him out of the GOAT debate entirely, keep in mind that it was crazy impressive that he made 10 finals alone. He also ended up losing some of them to top-tier teams like the Warriors and the Raptors, which is understandable considering guys like Kobe, Dirk, Steph, and KD were at their peak in those times. Throughout these games, LeBron showed his brilliance. But sometimes even that wasn't enough against a team at their peak. So his finals record also isn't just about wins and losses. It's a lot more complicated than that. Sure, he's got a few titles, but some people don't think that they're enough. They still claim that LeBron just doesn't have enough titles. The kid from Akron has won 4 NBA championships, and he's been the finals MVP each time. He also almost won it in 2015 with the Cavaliers, but lost to the Golden State Warriors eventually. Let's break down his journey. First, in 2007, LeBron led the Cavs to the finals, but they lost to the San Antonio Spurs. Then LeBron joined the Miami Heat in 2010, where he won 2 rings in 2012 and 2013, but lost in 2011 and 2014. Returning to Cleveland in 2014, LeBron led the Cavs to 4 straight finals appearances from 2015 to 2018, winning 1 in 2016 against the Warriors. In 2018, LeBron moved to the Los Angeles Lakers and won another championship in 2020. But LeBron's impact goes beyond championships. He's a 4-time MVP and a dominant force on every team he's played for. Maybe if the league weren't just tired of him winning the MVP and awarding it to someone else randomly, he would have won more MVPs by now. When comparing him to Michael Jordan, LeBron's numbers are impressive, but some argue that Jordan's perfect finals record sets him apart. But let's be clear about one thing: the number of titles shouldn't matter as much, because LeBron's legacy as one of the greatest players in NBA history is undeniable. It's not just the number of rings that he has that's upset people, but also this next move. He's also left out of the GOAT debate because he's switched teams too many times. LeBron's decision to leave teams like the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Miami Heat in pursuit of better opportunities has raised questions about his commitment to building a lasting legacy with a single franchise. Especially when you look at players like MJ, who stayed with the Chicago Bulls throughout his prime and led them to 6 NBA championships. People believe that Jordan's unwavering loyalty to his team and his unparalleled success in the playoffs are benchmarks for GOAT status. But if you think about it, that makes no sense. LeBron's ability to lead multiple teams to championships shows his talent and impact to the game. He's proven himself as one of the most versatile and dominant players in NBA history, consistently putting up all NBA numbers year after year. Another reason he's left out of the GOAT debate is because they think he's too selfish. LeBron isn't the GOAT because he's a ball hog? People believe that LeBron is more focused on his stats than on winning. He tends to dominate the ball, always making the plays and controlling the game. And while that's not always a bad thing, it does mean that his teammates sometimes don't get their chance to shine. Compare that to legends like Michael Jordan, who pushed his teammates to succeed. LeBron seems more concerned about his legacy. But is that true? Over the years, especially in the last decade, LeBron's game has evolved. If you look at his impressive stats, dishing out 7.3 assists and grabbing 7.5 rebounds per game, that is proof that he's a team player. And that's also why people make this next claim. The only reason he's winning is that he assembles super teams. When it comes to LeBron James, his skill on and off the court is undeniable. And you can see some of his off-court skills, like being a genius investor and somebody who cares a lot about the community in here. But anyway, back to the topic. When it comes to LeBron James, his skills on the court are undeniable. With such impressive stats, records, and accolades, he's earned his place among the greats. But does he heavily depend on his teammates to seal the deal? Some people seem to think so. That's because a basketball GOAT should win entirely on his own, exactly like Michael Jordan. Although in a parallel universe in which Scottie Pippen was playing baseball and Dennis Rodman and some other guys were just a normal guy, LeBron has delivered some unforgettable moments, including clutch shots and impressive plays. But his impact on teammates has been mixed. But when you break it down, the results speak for themselves. LeBron played amazing when he teamed up with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh in Miami, securing 2 championships in 4 years. Then after a tough finals loss in 2014, he returned to Cleveland, with All-Stars Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love, yet securing only 1 title. That means he plays just as good and even better without All-Star players on his teams. Now let's explore the claim that LeBron needs All-Star teammates to win games. People also claim that LeBron's career is tied to the presence of superstar teammates. While these stars bolstered his success, LeBron proved he could carry a team, notably in the 2016 NBA Finals comeback against the Warriors. Yet, basketball's essence lies in teamwork and chemistry. LeBron is great not just individually, but also in uplifting his teammates, whether through assists or leadership. While he benefits from star companions, his ability to lift those around him shows his legacy beyond the stats. Some haters even took it further and believe he is not clutch. Remember when Skip Bayless said LeBron lacks a clutch gene? Yeah, that was back in 2017 because of his finals losses at that time. One reason for this is that Jordan had an almost perfect record in key moments. They claim that LeBron's shaky free throws and three-pointers under pressure are the reason why he doesn't have GOAT status. Wait a minute. LeBron is the first player in NBA history to average a triple-double in the NBA Finals. He's ranked 5th all-time in points scored during the 4th quarter of playoff games, and holds the record for the most points per game in that crucial period. That's clutch. Overall, his clutch stats just scream greatness. If that's not coming through at the last minute, we don't know what is. Another reason why some people leave him out of the GOAT conversation is that he lacks multiple scoring titles. Yeah, he's only won a single scoring title. Haven't other NBA legends racked up multiple scoring titles? Especially Jordan, who did it 10 times. And a lesser-known player, Adrian Dantley, who did it twice? So now we have to leave LeBron out of the GOAT debate. Well, not exactly. LeBron James may lack multiple scoring titles, but what about being a top scorer for 20 consecutive seasons, ranking in the top 20 since his rookie year? LeBron's durability is unparalleled, having the most games with double-digit scoring in the history of basketball, a streak that surpassed Michael Jordan's a long time ago. Ultimately, while lacking in scoring titles, LeBron's got the most points in the history of the game. Give this guy the credit he deserves. After all this, leave your thoughts on the GOAT debate for us in the comments section below. And make sure to hit like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.